Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today we're going to be playing against Imp, a player from the Veteran 1 rank that has a lot of good trinkets unlocked, so it makes me think that he might not actually be Veteran and might just be returning to the Butcher's Circus after having dropped it for a while and his rank just dropped over time. And he's going to be playing... What is this wild team? Chester with Harlequin Mask and Crushed Hemlock. Now that's a combination I don't usually see every day. Plus 20% max HP and on melee attack hit, self-stress -10. That is very interesting. It looks like he has tools to deal with pretty much everything. He has a Showbreaker for very high dodge, he has Riposte, he has anti-stress, he still has like a lot of anti-prot because of all those blights. Yeah, interesting stuff what he has here. Well, I guess in response to that, there's a few things I want to do, but what I'm gonna do first is actually kind of a risky move because I feel like I'm forced to do it. I'm gonna go for a slam on that Shieldbreaker, even though it's a 66% chance. You might be like, but Shep, you had command, why didn't you go command first so you'd get the hit more reliably? Well, if I go command first, then Shieldbreaker just uses Adder's Kiss, and well, there goes my command. There goes my command for nothing, and then I just go command anyway, but the damage is already dealt onto my Crusader, or my Man-at-Arms. So I go for that risky slam, and now I'm gonna use the command, or actually not now. Ow, by the way, ow. It is a pretty big ow. I'm not gonna use the command just yet, because there's already that repulse in play. Well, there's two things I want to do. I want to bellow. And you know what? I'm gonna bellow round 1 because I can reduce the damage on this backline, and lucky. I can reduce the damage on this backline, and I can also, you know, I don't really need the command for the Crusader's turn right now because he's gonna pass anyway. So it's only the doggy that's gonna be feeling quite poor with no command coming through. So it's honestly not the end of the world. That's gonna be wow. That's gonna be a fast Serpent Sway. Okay, that Hireman is not only damage debuffed, also has very low accuracy because that repulse-based accuracy. He does have the +10 accuracy because the crit, but his hit chance is like 50-50 and he has 1 damage debuff. And why am I saying this? Well, I'm saying this because I'm gonna eat a crit from it. Yeah, exactly. I called it. I called it. Why do you do this to me, the Butcher Circus? Just why? Well, I mean, I guess I called it, and that's gonna be a Dark Stab. Look at this greedy man! I have Monkey Spell, I have the +15 dodge. Oh, I have Battle Belt, but why don't I use Battle Belt? I have Dark Stab, I want to get pressure, I want to get the kills. Yeah, I guess that is correct. You want to get pressure and the kills, but you don't have to get that lucky to actually pull those things through. There is one thing here to note, actually, is that this Highman does not have point-blank shot, so he has to rely on the Shieldbreaker or the Chester to actually just push him out of position 1, which is interesting, because he probably wants to keep that repulsed. That's going to be another Dirk Stab, doubling down on his mistakes. And right now I'm just gonna go for a D-Transform Beast File because this is just a really solid combo. You D-Transform, you go Beast File, you apply some decent stress, or, you know, half decent. And after that, even if they decide to drop my Crusader down, my Abomination down to 0, first they're gonna have to eat the Repulse, and then I can just go for a heal with Rally to the Flame. I heal both the Crusader and I heal the Abomination again. If they want to drop him down to 0 again, they're gonna have to eat another Repulse. And that's just gonna be a lot of stress being output, a lot of blight being output, and just the Abomination staying alive for a little while longer, which is great because he just wants to transform and get the second transformation off, which, you know, if he does, then wonderful. That's gonna be a Vendetta, has a chance of missing, doesn't miss, doesn't debuff though. So that's actually really good for me that it did not debuff. And the thing is, I am probably gonna use a Bellow here, just because, come on, I can't use Bellow again, I have to use Command if I actually wanna... decisions, right, decisions. I could use a Bellow here, and I will use a Bellow. The thing is, my Crusader is probably gonna have to heal, and I do not want to go Houndsary with my doggy because, well, then I'm just gonna get repulsed, and after that there's gonna be a puncture, and yeah, that's just pain for my doggy. So I don't want to go for the Houndsary right now. I'm gonna have to lick early because I don't want to get repulsed hit again for quite a lot. I could also just go Bulwark of Light if he decides to keep playing this this passive. Who goes first next round? Oh, it doesn't even matter. There's no way he does 10 damage against me, especially if I go Bulwark of Light here. So yeah, I'm gonna go Bulwark. That's gonna be very helpful against the Jester damage. It's gonna be very helpful against the Iron Man damage with our past. It's overall just gonna be great, because now I have 30 dodge and 20 prod, so that's good. It's gonna be a puncture, crits for 8, because why not? And right now, I still can't just go Hansari because... Oh my god, I have Blackjack? You're kidding me, I have Black... Ah! Is there no justice in this world? The one time Blackjack is actually useful for something, stunning that Jester, I miss a 93% chance. I cannot stress this enough. 93% chance. And the thing is, he doesn't have any way of dealing with that, because usually a damage team has an Arbalist which can clear stuns and debuffs, but not this one. This one for some reason has a Highwayman because he wanted to win harder against something like this, just through the fact that he has that riposte, and for that I would be able to punish him by going for a stun because he couldn't flare the debuffs and the stuns at the same time, but unfortunately for some godforsaken reason, even though he got a crit and managed to pull my Helmmaster, I just didn't get that stun, which is really annoying, as you might have noticed from my tone of voice. I'm gonna drop another Bellevue because this is what's been working and I'm just gonna keep doing it. It's slowly outputting stress, which is nice, and also reducing the damage dealt, which is also nice. Now that's going to be another inspiring cry. There is, what's it called? The Glorious Banner on that Crusader, and okay, sure. I don't really care all that much. Well, I'm going to drop the... Oh my god, I forgot to equip Zealous. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Seriously, did I really forget to equip Zealous? Oh... I'm not I'm not losing. I'm definitely not losing this match, but I really want to surrender right now because this is honestly just insane. Okay, at least that doesn't do enough damage. But it does work, and I can't use Lick Wounds from position 1, so I'm probably just gonna move back right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna move back here, go back to position 3 and just, you know, enjoy my position, honestly. I really forgot to take off Stunning Blow and put on Zealous. Seriously. Well, that's just unlucky. That's the kind of things that if you want to win more matches that you should be doing. One of them is check your skills and check your trinkets. Like double check them, triple check them, so you don't go into a match and have situations like this. Second thing you should be doing, counting corpse turns, which I always say and I always forget. Did he really just go Wicked Slice for 4 damage when he has Open Vein with plus 30% bleed skill chance? There's nothing to be said. He just did that. Okay, we're gonna transform here. We have to go for some pressure, so I'm thinking of dropping a rage there. Ouch! Crit 34. Well, the 89s and 93s are gonna miss, but you just go for a wild 80, and there we go. You get rewarded by a crit, of course. Such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. That's gonna be a harvest. That's a harvest for 1. That's the worst harvest I've ever seen, but well, it did work, so I guess it's not that bad. I'm thinking of going Hansari here because there's no riposte, but I'm also thinking of going just de-transform Bile to potentially get the kill and activate my riposte, which I will. I will do that right now. I'm gonna risk the 25% death though on this Nagi. Or another 25% death blow, just so I can activate my riposte, because I feel like it's worth it here. I definitely don't want to get impaled for a double death blow. That's the last thing I want there to happen. So yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. Also, doing just 1 damage with a harvest, I really wish that did 0. You know, that would have been very beneficial, but it would have also been very lucky. You know, it would also be very lucky. Getting a 25% death blow. It doesn't happen though. It doesn't happen. Stop complaining, Shep. Not everything is as bad as it looks. Okay, I'm gonna go for Lick Wounds. We get a roll for 5, which is, you know, just the standard. You'd have to crit if you want to get more than that. And now we have some regen applied. Regen isn't really gonna regen me out of that store, but it is gonna counter that bleed, which is a-okay at this point. And this Crusader is just... he's a pain because he's useless. He's useless. I mean, his use is going to be using Rally to the Flame, so I'm going to have to bait my opponent into using into making me use Rally to the Flame, because honestly, Stunning will... who cares? I'm playing a stress team. If you're the kind of person that uses Stunning Blow when you're playing a stress team, I'm not too sure what you're doing, because I just totally disagree with that as a life decision. And right now I'm gonna drop another Bellow, just slowly but surely afflict his entire team, as I only have 2 stress outputs, which is the Bellow and the transform, and he's clearing all of it because that's an inspiring cry and the glorious banner. And he's also pumping out virtue chances as well on top of that. And yeah, my Crusader he's just useless. Because yeah, I can use Rally to the Flame, but do you know how much a Zealous would actually hurt here? How good a Zealous is in terms of stress output? Because this match feels so bad to play because there's Riposte and I have no Zealous for some reason, because I forgot. Okay, he's actually gonna walk into that Riposte. It's gonna be... Did I crit actually? Yeah, I did crit. Nice. I did get a crit, so the Shieldbreaker is gonna go Irrational, which is nice. I've already used both transformations, I feel. Yeah, I have used both transforms. So my Abomination is not as valuable as my Doggy, right? Yeah, technically. Technically not as valuable as the Doggy. Yeah, let's go for a heal on that Doggo. Let's drop a Rally to the Flames, just keep him alive and well. Keep dropping those heals, and after that I can just keep popping him to the back. And now that there's 1 affliction through, hopefully that's gonna start helping us out a little bit, and you know, just making us have a jolly good time here. If he clicks that Jester, he's immediately gonna have an affliction check, or you know, he might go Virtuous, he might go Afflicted. Since there's actually a chance of going Virtuous, I'm quite concerned, but he's probably gonna use Inspiring Cry and just, you know, remove all my effort on that. Yeah, he's gonna go Rally to the Flame actually, he wants to keep him alive. Interesting stuff. Well, I guess in that case, I could drop the immediate Bellow here, right? Well, there's no reach onto my Abomination other than the Jester with that Dirk Stab, which is a 35 death blow. I'm thinking of dropping a Blackjack here, but I want to drop a Bellow first. Yeah, I feel like a Bellow first is better here because it would have gotten that Affliction if I wasn't unlucky. Yeah, the hit chance... How does he keep dodging without a Monkey's Paw? My hit chance was like a 90. I don't know, I'm just gonna stop complaining. Hopefully if I stop complaining, things actually get a little better for us. I'm not too sure, but maybe, if I'm lucky. I do have to get quite lucky, honestly. And he's gonna go Afflicted right now, almost at death's door as well, which is nice. And he goes Hopeless. Thankfully, no 15% Virtue. That's gonna be a Dirk Stab on the Doggy of all characters, actually. I'm quite surprised by that. And right now, well, I'm in position 1 and definitely not feeling too good. Do I move back? Maybe? I mean, I'll just lose the Doggy if I don't. Actually, minus 80% damage. Do you think there's a chance he does 0? He has Vendetta. Probably not, right? Probably not. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this instead. That's gonna do a stun, which is okay. And I'm just gonna keep using V-Smile, I think. Because yeah, I have to kill that Jester because that's that finale. But unfortunately, I don't have something called a Zealous to do it. Oh, it does actually do damage, especially because of that crit, but I do manage to stay alive somehow. Yeah, even though I'm at this store, I'm gonna keep spamming V-Smile, right? Really? Can't I really justify a heal here? Yeah, let's just go for a heal, this is fine. Let's just go for a heal and then I'm gonna go V-Smile. I mean, the Doggy is gonna die anyway. He's just gonna do another Wicked Slice and then he's gone. Because I mean, the thing is, that Riposte is so useless when you have 55 prot and Bellow debuffs and you can just use Zealous. That Riposte is just laughable. But since all I have is Stunning Blow, then it's just silly. It's just silly because I don't really have all that many good plays. Well, one good play I have is just to keep delaying with this Crusader, because that's the only thing you can do, this bloody Crusader. This is just such an annoying match to be playing. It's insane how Mr. Imp is, you know, kind of having a winning chance here, even though he definitely shouldn't. He definitely shouldn't have a winning chance here. Okay, let's drop another V-Smile. Still not using command, but still getting those hits because Regis Cloak and Retiaris Net is giving us a very decent base accuracy, even without the command. So that's also one of the reasons why I just went for the immediate slam, because, you know, this setup gives us a lot of accuracy. It's plus 16 on a character that has relatively good accuracy numbers. Manacles is 110, which is really high, especially for a stun. Slam is 100, which is, you know, about average for this kind of disrupting abilities, like these big boy disrupting abilities. And then B-Smile is kind of falling behind a little bit with 95 only. But 95 is not 85, it's not that bad. Okay, that's going to be an affliction on my side, and we get masochistic. Yeah. That makes sense. This dog has been taking up a lot of pain and somehow he's still alive. And I want to act with him before he dies, right, obviously. And a bit of stress. I could go Hounseri here with my horrible hit chances. Or I could go for a 60% stun. Hounseri could be really good here if it actually hits. Oh, we get a crit. It's pretty nice. And it actually hit the Jester as well, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna drop a bell on it as well. Oh, that's 4 finale buffs though. Yeah, he definitely does enough damage to finale whatever he wants. But if that Shieldbreaker wants to act, she's gonna have to push the Jester back. So even though he has kind of a dancing team, it's really not dancing too well with itself. It's got like a heavy foot or something. Yeah, he just moves back anyway. I could guard here. Do I? Do I guard here? Well, do I guard this Abomination? Am I really gonna guard the Riposte? Is that really the play? Guarding a Riposte character? Yeah, it sounds silly, doesn't it? But it's what I'm gonna go for, because honestly my Abomination is the only character that's actually pulling his weight right now in terms of stress output, because as good as Bello is, it's 100% not a Hounseri, because it's not doing any direct damage, it's not critting, it's not bleeding, it's not really doing all that much. Well, that's gonna be a knocked out Dirk Stab, and that's the character I really don't care about. He's just gonna go for it on the Crusader, then I don't mind one bit. In that case, I could go for a stun here actually. 88, and that's a death blow. The Rite of Execution actually coming in clutch because of their extra death blow dealt chance, so pretty nice. I could have gone for the Houndmaster to go for that blackjack. I probably should have gone for the Houndmaster to go for that blackjack, but you know how we do it here. We like to play it risky. We like to play it risky. We really don't like to play it risky, but I guess it's just what's been going on after I forgot to put on Zealous. I'm just tilted out of my head. And since there's no finale, this is actually pretty good for me. I'm just gonna drop another Hounseri here. We managed to hit 2 characters. That Crusader has a 45% chance of going Virtuous. He does go Virtuous, he goes Stalwart, which is a pretty good virtue to get, especially with Glorious Standard, but it's not the best virtue. If you had gotten Courageous, I might have just clicked the surrender button, but since he didn't get Courageous, then I'm not as concerned as I could be. I'm still very concerned, don't get me wrong, but I could be more concerned. At this point, I could use a command. I could use a command to just start hitting that Shieldbreaker more reliably. Yeah, I'm gonna use a command finally. And also, if he wants to hit my Abomination, now I have plus damage while guarded, so you can bet that this Abomination is gonna be hurting like a maniac. Oh, he's gonna go for it! He's gonna take so much! Yeah, 11, look at that! 11 and the heart attack! Oh, you silly goose! I mean, he wanted to pull me, so I couldn't be able to just keep spamming that B-Smile, but was that the play to go for that? Not really. Not really, not when I just used command. And right now I could heal, but I'm just gonna move back so I can keep spamming B-Smile here. That's gonna be the play. Such a weird match, you know, just me not bringing Zealous and kind of having to deal with a Shieldbreaker and Highman, because these really are just the most annoying teams that you can play against. Honestly, you just bring Shieldbreaker, you're already kind of a bit of an asshole, because you can render guard strategies useless and just make players feel very, very hopeless, because, well, what are they gonna do against guards? Just with their guards, just nothing. Their strategy is rendered impotent. And having a riposte also does the same thing for AoE players, which is just annoying. And then you also have Virtue with the Crusader, and then you also have Finale with the... I mean, this counters guards, this counters AoE, this counters dodge, and this counters... well, Crusader counters everything, honestly. If we're gonna be honest here, yeah, Crusader counters everything. Well, just keep spamming that B-Smile. And overall just have a good time. He's probably gonna just use Inspiring Cry here. Oh no, that's a Holy Lance. rolls for 7, which is a very small amount. And I am bleeding though, so this is not as good as it looks. And I'm gonna use a bellow first, and I feel like I might be going for a stun here, honestly. Because it's gonna make it so that riposte goes away, and I probably don't eat 7 damage, right? I mean, maybe I do. But does he drop to Death Star? No, he doesn't. He doesn't drop to Death Star. I mean, I probably don't. I don't even get to stun. That's right. Even though I have stunning blow, I'm not really a stunning Crusader, so that might have just been a huge misplay. Oh, I should have just healed. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh yeah, okay, that's Wicked Slice. Never punished. Wonderful. Never punished, Shepherd Doggy. Oh my god, how am I still alive? I don't even know, but the thing is, that Crusader, oh my god, 13 stress heal. That Crusader might be pretty strong, but once either the Crusader or the Highman goes down, they won't have a winning chance. Because, well, the Man-at-Arms is just almost unkillable, and the Abomination is still just spamming this Beast Spell comfortably. So yeah, you're just gonna keep spamming that Beast Spell comfortably, getting those blights, getting that stress through. The thing is, Stalwart heals stress, but it only heals stress on himself, and doesn't reduce stress taken, which is really, really good compared to Courageous, because Courageous reduces all stress coming in by, how much is it? 33%, which is an absolutely ridiculous amount that should definitely not be allowed and should not exist, but yeah, I'm very happy that I didn't get Courageous. Even though he got Virtuous, I honestly feel like this... I'm fine with this Virtue being here, you know? If it was Courageous, I would not be fine. Even if Stalwart with Gloria Standard is still kind of insane. You're just gonna keep spamming Rally to the Flame, which I honestly disagree with. I feel like you should be spamming... Glorious Inspiring Cry instead, because I'm not too sure how I can actually kill him. Yeah, I'm gonna have a really hard time killing him because I don't have Zealous. Thing is, my stunning chances are always like 50-50 because I don't have any stun trinkets, and my Beast Spile damage is kind of getting countered by Rally to the Flame with that Glorious Standard, and my Bellow stress is also getting countered by Stalwart and Inspiring Cry, and also because of Glorious Standard. So whatever I do, I'm not enjoying this game. I'm not having a good time. So I'm just gonna heal that Abomination again. He's back to 20 HP, and that's pretty nice, and he still has 1 Absolution. We're gonna use another Beast Spile here, hopefully get that Blight, which we do. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Fortunately, even with the Virtue, his Blight resistance is still not very good. But he literally heals the same amount of stress that I do when he gets an act out from that, and okay, back down to 55, I suppose. Well, just keep spamming Bellow. I'm doing more stress than he's healing, though. I do, like, 13 and another 13, so I do, like, 26, no crits, and he heals 33 and 13 from the act out. So yeah, he's definitely doing more stress healing than I am. Actually doing stress, because once again, no Zealous. If I had Zealous, I could guard the Crusader and I could spam Zealous. That would be lovely, and that would win the match almost immediately, but unfortunately that's not the case. But yeah, I get to just keep spamming Beast Spile, which is also not too bad. It's definitely not too bad, because the Blight is adding up. Eventually he's gonna have to choose between healing with Rally to the Flame and healing with Inspiring Cry. Oh, that's a stunning blow. He's learning. He's learning that he has other keys to press. Well, I'm gonna use another Beast Spell first, and I'm gonna see how he reacts. If he goes for a Wicked Slice or an Open Vein or something... Oh, no Blight, that's sad. I guess it is expectable, finally not getting a Blight, but yeah. If he decides to hit his Crusader... Oh no, he doesn't go for the Crusader, he's getting smart, he crits! Oh, that's bad. He's dropping already, even with all the Rally to the Flames that I did. How's that possible? Okay, I'm gonna click here first. This is so annoying. I have to guard. I have to guard here if I want to keep him alive. This is so annoying. It's not even funny. I mean, my Man-at-Arms has 80% protection, which means that he's essentially unkillable, apart from Open Vein. Yeah, Open Vein is applying those bleeds, and it's applying them reliably because of Parrying Dagger. That's another stress heal. And that's gonna be a stun. Ah, no, that's gonna go through. And that's another crit as well. Jeez, how many crits do you want to get? Okay, I am at this door. My stuns are so unreliable. Could you imagine if I had Zealous? Stop ship. We get it. We get it. You don't have Zealous. It's enough. We understand, okay? You don't have to say any more about it. And, okay. Iron Man? What is he gonna do? Well, he's probably gonna Wicked Slice or Open Vein that Abomination. After that, I'm just gonna heal. Yeah, that's what he's gonna go for. Okay. In response to that, I'm gonna drop a Bellow here. Yeah, just drop a Bellow, gets more stress, more damage debuffs coming through. If he doesn't go for an Inspiring Cry on that Iron Man, he's gonna get Afflicted, which is nice. Or maybe he goes Virtuous. Oh no. Please don't go Virtuous. Fortunately, the Inspiring Cry buff only lasts 5 rounds. It would be absolutely insane if that thing lasted like, you know, for the battle. That would be more than absolutely insane. That would be totally overpowered. And even though it would be useless in most matches, in other matches it would be totally overpowered. Because that's kind of how matchups work in the Butcher Circus. Sometimes something is really OP, other times something is kinda useless. Okay, I get to drop another Beast File. I like how my 12% chance hasn't gotten a single crit in years. But yeah, that Crusader is getting dangerously close to 0 HP, which is really, really good. And that's going to be an Open Vein on the Man-at-Arms, which I can understand, but might also be a misplay, because I might actually get a stun here. Come on, stun chance. Yes, the crit! The stun, we get it! Oh, he's dead! The Crusader is dead! Can you believe it? He might actually be dead. And he surrenders because we got that stun. That is just unreal. I can't believe I won this silly match. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing and one thing only. I'm gonna go back to the lobby and I'm gonna do one single change to this team. You're gonna see what that change is. That change is changing from Stunning Blow to Zealous. And now let's play again and see how it goes. Alright, and here we are, against a player named Elio? There's a question mark on his username, so yeah, I had to pronounce it that way. And while he doesn't have the best of trinkets, it feels like he has a strategy, because he's playing with only basic trinkets, but he has a relatively competent team, and it looks like he knows what he's doing, because there's a stun trinket on the Crusader and a stress heal trinket with Inspiring Cry. The Bounty Hunter has a net and the finisher and all the right abilities. The Leper has all the right abilities and damage trinkets, and the Arbalest has a healing trinket, so I feel like he kinda knows what he's doing, surprisingly. And first things first, I could Bellow, but I'm gonna go Blark first because it's just useful. If you go Bulwark, that's a lot of prot, that's a lot of minus damage coming through, and that's just gonna make his team feel very, very bad for not having a Piercing Quarrel and having a Rancid Cure-All Arbalest instead. So I'm gonna abuse the fact that he doesn't have all the good trinkets and make him feel not that good. That's gonna be a Stunning Blow on the Man-at-Arms. It misses. So good to see these kind of players being punished. Going for that 80% stun chance. Yeah, so greedy, so freaking greedy. I'm glad that you got punished for doing something like that. And now you get to just spam Bellow and spam Hounseri and spam Transform and Slam. And honestly, I'm just gonna skip forward here because I don't feel like he has a winning chance. And here we are later down the match, where my opponent just decided to use Rally to the Flame with his Crusader at this door and heal the Leper instead of either going for a stun or anything else, so don't do that. That's just a double kill. And let's skip on to the end of the match. Alright, and here we are at the end of the match. He wasn't even able to get a single kill because honestly, just not having those damage trinkets really hindered his offensive capabilities, and the Crusader is just sitting comfortably in position 2 with all that prot, and honestly there wasn't even a winning chance. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy the matches, I hope y'all enjoy the team, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.